Mara Harden, and continuing our intentional series in video 4 for our Christian cognitive behaviour therapy training. Today we're just going to tie in all the loose ends of what we've been talking about in the last 3 videos. So some of this is a little bit of a refresher, and hopefully you'll get a sort of a sense of how it all interacts. Okay, we have talked a lot about circumstances and how they bring us to a consequence. Like circumstances was our A before, activating event. And they bring us to a consequence, which is a feeling. And we're calling it feeling. And our feelings drive our thoughts and our behaviours. And today we're looking at this line where the feeling and the behaviours were previously, we were reacting to it. So this was reaction, we react. But now we want to go towards something else. So what is that something else that we're going to go towards? Instead of reacting, we're trying to respond, and our response is slower. We are slower to respond. We take time and moments. We put in a factor in here to stop us reacting by asking questions, taking a pause, collecting ourselves, making a decision that our response is to do with our values. So what is it that you value? What is it that is important to you in that value situation? Because this is how you intentionally go towards those character traits that you consider to be really important to you. You know, when you look through character traits, you know, integrity, honesty, authenticity, strength of character, where you are a person who holds on to certain values of holding people valuable, seeing people as worthwhile of interacting with them. Those sort of values are what we're choosing to make our decisions based on. For some people, they use specific values that their family of origin would have taught them. So for some people, it's, you know, values that they were taught by their parents: to be honest, to be hardworking, to be faithful and loyal, to, you know, tie up loose ends, to clean up your messes. They're all value-based decisions that you can make. Knowing what your values are beforehand gives you a sort of like a guidance for where you're going. Choosing to make a decision, and even before you're challenged by something, that you would always be honest and truthful. Choosing beforehand that you will value people's efforts towards you, so you will be grateful. So that could be a values-based thing. Choosing beforehand that you will value people above things. For some people, and Christians I would say here, the way that they choose their values is related to an old acronym that was out there in the 90s, WWJD, what would Jesus do? Having a little bit of a sense of, you know, as a Christian and a follower of Jesus, how would I act in different situations based on what Jesus did in a similar situation? And look, the Bible has heaps of stories of what Jesus did. He was a person who stood up for the poor, stood up for the downtrodden, looked out for others, and that was his value. He valued people. And as God, he values us. And so as a Christian, we can use what would Jesus do as a good guide for our actions, as a value-based decision. So that when we are responding, we're responding with values, not just with something else that we dug out from our past. this is the situation for once we are choosing these, that we are making active choices here. Now, in my cognitive behaviour therapy sessions, I also sometimes talk about making intentional choices to do things that we know are positive for our future goals. So sometimes when people have been stuck in this place, it's because they have forgotten some of their goals or some of their sense of purpose and meaning that they have got from different activities they've done in the past. So it's often a good place to remind yourself what gave you a sense of purpose and meaning in the past. Possibly go back to doing those things. And, you know, we can get into this sort of a cycle of being reactive to situations and being caught up with a feeling which has become very strong because we put that crown on the feelings. But the truth of the matter is that feelings are only part of us, and just the same way our behaviours are only part of us. Even though they might reflect something of our core beliefs, our behaviour is only part of us, and sometimes we have to take stock of our behaviours and recognise that we haven't been taking our values as being the core beliefs that we are responding to. So this is a little bit of a reminder of the whole of the intentional series, recognising that choosing values-based actions and choosing things that have enhanced your purpose and your sense of meaningfulness in life, and repeating those things will improve that sense of feeling different down the track, because that's our aim, is to get a different feeling. And this pen is going down, so I'm going to go over that in blue. A different feeling. This is a new, rather than the one where we were stuck before. So, a little bit of a refresher on the whole of the CBT course that we're doing, which is, you know, recognising that triad, feeling, thoughts and behaviours. But this time we're looking at the behaviours track, and we're choosing values-based actions and reminding ourselves what our values are, our personal values, in order that we would get different feelings, not the one that we were stuck with at the start. So, have a go at some of the exercises in the manual. Have a go and try to figure out which your core values are. They're slightly different from your core beliefs. Your values are things that you're actually going towards. They are your character traits that you are choosing to cultivate in your life. Okay? Have a little go at those exercises and see how you go with that. And join me as we go on in these series. Romans 12. This is in the Message translation. Love from the centre of who you are. Don't fake it. Run for dear life from evil. Hold on for dear life to good. Be good friends who love deeply. Practice playing second fiddle. Don't burn out. Keep yourself fueled and aflame. Be alert servants of the Master, cheerfully expectant. Don't quit in hard times. Pray all the harder. Help needy Christians and be inventive in hospitality. Bless your enemies. No cursing under your breath. Laugh with your happy friends when they're happy. Share tears when they're down. Get along with each other. Don't be stuck up. Make friends with nobodies. Don't be the great somebody. Don't hit back and discover beauty in everyone.